All right, so we just finished the team tournament at Adepticon 2023. In the finals featured Dr. Norbert, I'm sorry, it's really late, Dr. Norbert and Gil playing Avengers versus Avengers. Hulk's on both sides, Steve's on both sides, but that was effectively about it. Took very kind of different rosters for the rest of it. Guys, tell me about, first up, leading up to that finals game, what were those first 4 games like? I know it's been a very long day. What were the things that you went up against, and what were some of the harder situations you had to go through to get to that 4-0 before going into the finals?
I think one of the big hallmarks was that the scenarios were a lot more conducive to attrition.
Yeah.
And so we focused on that quite a bit. In part also because of that, the way that the scenarios were lined up, using Heimdall was really clutch a lot.
Yeah.
Very, very useful in all kinds of different ways, teleporting people, doing the re-rolling damage, re-rolling defense and dodges.
Even scenario.
In scenario. So we were on a roll, and for I think the first 4 games, just by happenstance on the crises, would you say?
Oh yeah, we got the right crisis a lot of time and kept going with Heimdall a lot. I think he was MVP in at least 2 games.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, fantastic.
I mean, and Hulk did Hulk things, and and Steve leadership is fantastic.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen a lot of Heimdall. Were you playing Heimdall most games?
Every game until this final, actually.
Wow.
And it's because the final was a D shape, which was entirely different from what we've been playing until now. And so we didn't think Heimdall would be so effective because he wouldn't be so centrally located.
Right.
With his 3-inch or range 3 bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he would basically just help us on one point and not do much more. We're thinking we need to be mobility and beating up people, be able to do stuff. So that's why we changed it up.
And so tell me a little bit about going into that final there, knowing, I'm sure you guys know Mike and Jacob pretty well, right? As far as was there any intimidation there?
Oh, God, yes. Tons. These guys are killers. They're constantly winning TTS events. They practice. They know their stuff. Mm-hmm. And they got a great scenario combination for themselves. I was like, this is going to be rough.
Now, did you expect them to take a Hulk counter to your Hulk? I know Hulk is kind of in a really great spot right now, seeing in a lot of high-level play. Was that pretty much expected at that point? And is that why you brought Iron Man and the Helios?
Absolutely. I mean, they have Steve, and they have Hulk. You're going to bring Hulk. Mm-hmm. And if you're in doubt of bringing Hulk, we have a Hulk. So of course, they're definitely going to bring the Hulk. Because otherwise they can't fight. We're just going to jump around and kill stuff.
Yeah.
So we knew they were going to bring Hulk. So we were looking at making stuff that could counter Hulk. We actually wanted to bring Hawkeye, but then realized the way we set up our tactics card, then Norbert would have 1 tactics card that would be useless. Yeah. So we decided I wouldn't bring Hawkeye. He would go with 3 guys because we only have 1 card for Norbert. Right. There isn't a character card.
Gotcha.
So we have to bring he has to bring 3 characters and have 2 character cards and then a non-character card. Okay. So that was the thing. I mean, we could have done that and played a card down, but I don't think it would have been better.
Yeah.
Their roster is fantastic. The combination of 2 stealth characters, one with steal ability, I'm referring to Black Cat and Black Widow, was fantastic. The choice of Beta Red Bill when we had a lot of flyers was a really great choice. I mean, their characters were all doing work that entire game.
Yeah. And 3 long movers on a D shape.
So that's what I mean. They're very practiced people, and they understood how a D shape works, and they brought the right characters for it. Yeah. And I think we held ourselves up pretty well, but it was definitely an uphill struggle for us. Whereas I think they were more in control.
Yeah, that one round when they scored 6 and we got 1, that swung it. So it was really difficult for it to come back.
Yeah.
Then we did a big Helios play to take down their Hulk, but then it hampered us because we had no power on our Hulk to do stuff. So looking in retrospect, maybe we should have waited and had our Hulk beat up Beta Ray before he ran away. Because all of a sudden they ran away and we was like, we don't have movement and power for Hulk to go over. And then we were trying to catch stuff with normal movement. And then we just got outplayed because we couldn't get to where we want to do stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, and it doesn't seem like almost outplaying, right? When it's just Black Widow just had to get away, and there was just nothing you could have done about it.
Precisely. That's the thing. That's the thing about those long movers. If you're not taking them down straight away, which is hard to do because of their stealth, they're going to do things like that, and it's very hard to manage.
Yeah.
And we saw you guys go pretty far in Adepticon last year in the team event.
That's
as
right.
Well.
Yeah.
So tell me about you ran Avengers last year as
We
well,
did.
right? With
Yes.
Hulk?
Yeah.
With Avengers I had Avengers and he had Kimmelson with Kingpin.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we played Kingpin once, and the rest of the time we played Steve Avengers. So this year we thought, let's just go Steve Avengers purely,
Right.
and then put all the guys in the benefits from the leadership, still have Sam in because he's good, and then we have the option of playing Sam if we really want to.
Yeah.
And then it's easier to do affiliation.
Yeah, absolutely. Are there any changes that you might make going forward in other team events that you guys might play?
I don't know. I was pretty happy about this. I mean,
Yeah.
probably spending more time practicing would be a good idea.
we need to have a plan for D shape basically. Because
exactly.
This was the only D shape. The other again, the thing is, this is the only time we got outscored so badly. I mean, it was 10-17.
Yeah.
And all the other games we won by a huge margin.
By a good margin. Okay.
But we didn't have D shapes in that. So in this one, we had a D shape. And then the books, and we didn't have priority, so we knew they're going to go to book.
Yeah,
and go up.
that was the other thing. They had eyes on the prize, so they were
Yeah.
fully prepared to deal with priority.
Having priority that first
That's
round,
right.
getting that book with Beta Ray Bill, and then hiding him a little bit.
Yeah, he just ran away, and then we were thinking, okay, Scarlet Witch going to try and take a right side point, and then they did what we were thinking. They went over with Hulk, and they actually managed to take that point, and then we were just running. We ran forward, but we didn't want to go too far with the Hulk, because that way they can go and put damage into Hulk and start the Hulk battle and win.
Yeah.
So we went conservatively up, because he's still be in range. Next turn to just Avenger symbol everybody, move in, and then go ape shit. But we still lost on the flank and
Yeah, and a couple bad rolls here and there. Voodoo kind of whiffed a couple of times.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
but
It seemed he came out really strong, was very defensive, and then just wasn't able to get that footing back after.
correct. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking about now is Spider-Woman was also 4 points and Avengers, and she's a long mover, so she probably would have done better for us than Voodoo.
Yeah, but the points weren't working out was the problem.
She's 4 and Voodoo's 4, so we could have just replaced her.
Oh yeah, but we wanted Voodoo because we were worried about the books beaming us, and so we wanted a lot of Mystic defense.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, Voodoo's an incredibly strong piece.
Yeah.
Just the possession alone, especially towards the end.
Well, that was
there.
also they have a Hulk we got to possess and just drop the book and take it. That was part of the plan. We just never got to the point of doing it.
I got
It
you.
was great, fantastic. I'm so honored and excited to play guys like these because under normal circumstances, I don't think I ever would see them unless we got randomly paired together in round one. So, so for me, it was a big win today.
Absolutely.
I mean, but you have to be happy that 2 years in a row, you guys together as a team have done incredibly well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, we were trying to, just not telling anybody how well we're doing. I mean, Norbert did right after round 4 that we're 4-0 and playing. So it's like last year we just kept our mouth shut. It's like we're not doing anything because we're undefeated. We're still undefeated. We're like, what's happening? And Norbert was like, I don't know. Let's not say anything.
Yeah. No, what it is for me is I with the team thing, Gil is able to kind of start the ball rolling a bit and I step back and I just watch exactly what's going on and I think through the things while he's doing his stuff. And I that suits me a lot better than being under pressure when I'm solo, I suppose, because so then he'll say, this and this. I'm like, no, let's do like this or this. A lot of times, not all the time.
You had a master stroke with the Whims of Chaos. You put a stagger on Scarlet Witch, and then it was very difficult to get Ash flank back. And when we did the Healer's Lace, he's like, we got to save one for Whims of Chaos because she can take it off herself.
Great move, by the way.
Like,
Chat was very...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that was, I mean, even our opponent was like, oh, yeah, we didn't think that was genius stroke. I was like, that was all Norbert.
Yeah.
That was all Norbert thinking about that one. He was like, don't read the card, just trust me, it's
He was going over to pick the card up and
I
I'm
was
like,
no. I was like, is it herself? Yeah, it's anyone within range 3. And she's in range. Yeah, it doesn't say another. It just says anyone. Awesome. Yeah, that's just. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, turn around, look at the table, and just look like an idiot, going, okay, we're gonna do this.
Anyway, so getting back to your question, because of that dynamic where I can actually have a style that suits me, my thinking ability, it seems to be working well for us.
Yeah.
Because then we discuss it, he likes the ideas a lot of times, and then he goes executes. Sometimes I even let him just deal with the movements themselves, because he's better tactically on the table, whereas I'm focused more on the bigger picture.
Yeah.
I think it's...
I think we meshed really well with that because, we're both good at taking a debate open and going like, okay, we don't just, I want to do this, and say, yeah, have you thought about this? And then, that's it, that sounds better. Okay, yeah, that sounds cool. Let's do that. And then because as you said, we have different focuses. So between that, I think usually we try to get the whole picture. Sometimes we miss, but
And kudos to the organizers this year. They toned the format a little bit, and also raised the time of the rounds to a very nice medium. Mm-hmm. So we were able to actually finish all the games. None of them went to time.
Nice.
Yeah, close to it, but not. So I think we were able to kind of think through these things, have a chat, and still progress the game in a reasonable amount of time to get it done during a convention day. Yeah,
and so that was one thing that we were actually super curious about, kind of how that would go on. So they reduced the additional threat that was added to each by 2, 4 instead of 6, like it was last year, and also increased the timer by like half an hour. Was it 90 minutes last year?
I think so, yeah. Because it's 2 this time.
So really kind of helping it in both ways, and it seems like it
was perfect. Yeah, definitely worth. I think if people look in the rules on the Adepticon website, you can find them, and I would encourage you to adopt them at least to start with, because I think they're really nicely dialed in now.
I'm definitely going to play a 2v2 tournament back in Denmark and get people to do it, because it is so fun. I mean, we were supposed to start at 8 o'clock this morning, and we started
8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
So half an hour late, and we finished at 9. That's fine.
Yeah. For
And
5 rounds. We played 5 rounds
and a lunch break, and we had
lunch break.
And we had a long break long lunch breaks for us, and we actually had some semi-long breaks in between some of the games because we finished early and stuff. And I think it was. I think it's fine. I mean, I'm less exhausted than last year.
Yeah, I am. Same thing. So let me. I think we want to wrap up. So let me just really quickly thank all of our opponents. They were fantastic all day. It was really fun. Really great games. So much enjoyment.
And the judges great.
I want to thank all the referees and judges who spent all day of their time instead of playing, helping us do this. I'd like to thank you guys for donating your time, and then lastly, I'd like to thank Hank, the lead organizer for Adepticon, and all the volunteers at Adepticon for putting on this amazing event. It's a real privilege to be a part of this thing, and I can't thank them enough, because it's very selfless what they're doing for the community.
Couldn't have said it better myself, so obviously. But thank you so much, guys. It was great to see you. We hope you do well tomorrow as well.
Yeah, singles. I will not. I will be definitely 0-4, 1-4 maybe if I'm lucky.
And you have some world stuff coming up as well in the UK, right?
And in Denmark.
In Denmark?
Yes. We're doing the World
I'm American. I'm super uneducated. I'm sorry.
It's the World Team Championship for Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Yes.
It's going to be in Copenhagen. We have this beautiful Comfort Airport hotel. And Copenhagen Airport is not so big. So basically, you go out the arrival hall, and then you cross the road.
And that's the venue.
It's 200 yards away from the arrival hall.
And Copenhagen is a major hub for airlines, and so very easy to get to.
Yeah. So you go there, and then the hotel, and the event is you show up on Friday, you check in, and you have your ticket that goes, you stay until Sunday. We're playing games on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, you get all 3 meals included in the ticket. Sunday, you get breakfast and lunch. And then we're going to have an add-on for people who don't want to rush out and go home Sunday or want to stay and drink with people. We're going to get an add-on so you can pay for a cheap price to stay until Monday, and then just drink with the guys.
And a reduced price for people, significant others, just wanting to stay.
Yeah, we want to get the +1 in as well. Need to, when I get home, I just need to work it out with the hotel and get a plan, and that's going to come up on the websites as well.
Is there a website that people should kind of funnel to for that?
Yes, we have one called, it's
WMHWTC. That kind of stands for War Machine Hordes WTC, because we're doing it in conjunction with them, and it's their website. So WMHWTC.wordpress.com.
And we'll put a link to that in the description of this video as well. So
our teams are five players each, all from the same country or have citizenship in that country, although we're allowing a Merc player as well on there. So if you only have 4 people, for instance, you can find you a Merc, or you find one from somewhere else. We got loads of people coming already. It looks like 3 U.S. teams are coming.
4 now.
Oh, wow, 4. 2 at least from Denmark. It looks like 3 maybe from Sweden, if not more.
Possibly have 27 interested players. So there's going to be solo event as well. So the reserve players, you can have a reserve player on your team as well. You can have 5 guys and a reserve player. The reserve player can come over and play the solo tournament. And then if he doesn't need to be used for Saturday or Sunday, he still has a solo masters to play in.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's an absolute party. You don't want to miss it, even if you're not competitive. It is not just for hyper competitive
no,
people.
come and have fun
It's
and get
just
drunk.
a great time, and you have 5 dudes or people with you together in a joint experience. It's fantastic and a very good price. It's not cheap, obviously, because if you're flying from far distance, but it's very reasonably priced. So I encourage people to look into it and get in touch with Gil.
Yeah, they can reach out and catch me in the Facebook groups, or they can
On Discord.
Yeah, on Discord as well.
Gil DK.
Yeah, Gil DK. On Discord, I'm on the TTS. I'm on the Bifrost. I'm on Savage Land as well. So you can catch me on all of those. Yeah, and then there's the full price for that. Yeah.
Don't hesitate.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's AMG as well. I contact AMG to get some support and stuff, and I'm in contact with. They're positive.
Yeah.
We haven't arranged. We haven't got to what we're going to do. Some suggestions on what I thought would be cool. So we're looking at doing some cooperation with AMG.
Beautiful.
To either support with prizes or some stuff, or even just the recognition of making us like an official thingy, semi-official, and then them throwing something in. So they were sounding very positive. So they need to work out what they can do.
Yeah. And what is the date for the event?
21st and 22nd of October.
Of October.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was, I forgot to actually thank the team at AMG for making this great game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fantastic. For me, this is this is one of the best games. This is the best game I'm playing right now.
It's fantastic.
This is my main game. And it will be for
foreseeable future.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, as long as they keep pushing to keep the game going, it's going to be my number one. I can't see anything beating it right now.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much, guys. And once again, great job going 4-0 at the start of this event.
Yeah.
Best of luck tomorrow. And it seems like you guys are very complementary players to each other for MCP as far as like, the way you go at it. And it's obviously working.
Yeah.
Definitely a good team matchup. So we'll do that again, I guess.
All right, well, beautiful. Well, thank you so much, everyone. And make sure to check out the other videos, to check out some of the other interviews and stuff from Adepticon.
Hit that likes button. Hit the subscribe button. Do all the things.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later.